Hiya. So it's me again. And today, I think, is the perfect day to give another gear update. The reason why I waited so long to make this gear update is because, quite frankly, even over the couple months that I've been playing, hardly anything has changed about my gear. And the haunt of this Star Forcing event still destroys my mental to this very day. So, yeah. And as of recording, today is November 22nd. And as you guys know, I liberate in December. So, assuming that we actually kill Black Mage within the first few days, I'm probably going to be liberating within the next 2 weeks. So yeah, that's gonna be a lot of big damage. So I just want to use this as a reference point from where I was before liberation and how much more I do after I liberate. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Keeping it short. Hopefully you guys enjoy. And remember to like, comment, and sub, or I will literally eat your mesos faster than Star Forcing does. Thanks. So, as of recording this video, and assuming that I wear 4 damage rings, my main stat currently sits at 51.7k. Now, I do have a bit of stat missing from the guild skill over here. Once I do get the well-rounded skill, this should be around 52,000 stat. But either way, it's not that big of a deal. It's only like 200 stat. It's like a symbol level, and a little bit of attack. But once again, like the damage of me being in a guild that's level 30 and a guild that's level 12 is like literally insignificant. I can't even feel the difference if I were to be honest with you guys. But yeah, so I'm gonna quickly run over through the equips again. And then I'll show Sacred, Arcane Force, and all the other stuff afterwards. So starting off, Totems, obviously still the same. I'm a Legacy gamer. Gold Dooms and Dark Dooms will forever be the best. Superior Ring has still stayed the same since last time. Honest Treasure, once again, still the same. This is new though. So during Shining, this is actually one of the few 22s that I hit. Am I necessarily happy about this? No, not really, because this is a very common item once you start defeating Chaos Guardian Angel Slime. But alas, it is a 22, and I hit 30% on it very quick. So I just kept that for the time being. Once again, I plan to do any sort of like min-maxing in terms of my potentials and flames after I liberate. Meister Ring, still fairly the same. My book is still the same since last time. Oh wait, did I have a book in my last equip showcase? Well, if I didn't have a book, I have a book now, and it hit the most ungodly flame. So yeah, it's definitely something. And it gives me the 2 set of pitched, which yeah, I can definitely feel it. This makes a big difference over the cup. Considering that I don't need to star or spend any mesos on this, this was yeah. I'm very happy about this. Next, we have another item that actually has changed. So this used to be a 17-star Sweetwater pendant. But I finally went ahead and starred my Source of Suffering. I'll probably have the clip here of me just sending this thing balls to the walls. From 20 stars. Because I'm like, yes, I need this for redemption. And it went up, and yeah, this is probably the biggest improvement I've made, because it gives me the 2 set of pitched, and it's got a good flame. Like, it's just got a lot of things going for it. Gollix pendant, mostly the same. I'm pretty sure the potential has changed since last time. I think this has gained an extra 6% stat if I'm mistaken, or if I'm not mistaken, sorry. Weapon, still mostly the same. Nothing has changed here. Gollix belt, nothing has changed here. CRA hat, nothing has changed here. Sweetwater tattoo, this is still the same. I'm waiting for Dawn marks to drop, and I'm gonna star them on Shining once again, aiming for 22 stars. and nothing less. I also need to fix its flame, but I do have some event flames, so I might spend some on this, but I'm not too sure if I will. Sweetwater Monocle. This was another one of the 22s that I hit during Shining. This is just a free damage boost. You know, I can't really be happy or sad about this. I'm kind of indifferent about it, because now I have to wait for an eye patch and hit 22, but yeah, this is definitely nice to hit. Like, it's got over 100 attack, which is very satisfying. CRA top, still the same. Nothing new here. CRA bottoms, nothing new here. Arcane shoes. Now, this is another item that's changed. So when the 30% came, I think it was a 30%. No. It was the 5, 10, 15 after Shining Star Force. This was actually one of the few items that I tried to star with my pendants. The pendants didn't go up during that event, but my arcane shoe, this thing went straight up. I think this took like less than like 4 or 5 bill. This thing just flew to the moon. It just went straight up, and yeah, so it makes me a lot more confident for the coming Shining Star Force, because now I only have 2 items to get to 22, which, assuming that it doesn't go horribly wrong again, is, you know, I'm feeling good about this. Also considering that I have 137 Lucid Droplets, which means that I can buy around 11 pieces, which is something I might resort to doing, assuming that I boom very quickly and I have a lot of Meso left over. Because, yet again, starring Arcanes also becomes cheaper during this patch. Once again, with the 20% Star Force reduction cost, like you can see, right, with 30% off, this goes around to like 60 to 70 mil per tap, which is really, really good. Like, this is way cheaper than what it used to be. This used to be like in the middle of like 150 mil or 120, 130 mil. So, yeah. Looking forward to getting these two to 22. Glimmering One Droid Heart. This has gotten more stat on it since last time. I think this was on 27 before. I pushed this up to 30%. My cape, nothing has changed. We just kept booming this thing over and over again. Same thing with the gloves. The shoulder is now 22. I'm not sure if it was 22 last time when I showcased this, but yes. This is my pride and joy. This item is done. I don't need to touch this pretty much until Eternals. It's quite literally perfect. Secondary is still the same. Absolutely perfect. The earrings, I'm pretty sure I gained another 3% stat on this. I could be mistaken, but either way, it's not a significant difference. 7A Monster Parker is still the same. Badge of Wodan, sometimes I switch it with wait, I don't have a Crystal Ventus in my inventory. Well, you get the idea. I switch it with a Crystal Ventus badge whenever I'm farming. And then my emblem is still the same. This is kind of just Mitra's Rage waiting room for when I get there. In terms of my Sacred Power, we're now up to 150. And I hit 160 in 10 days. Arcane Force, obviously still maxed. It is sitting at 1330, which is a little low because I'm missing 30 from the guild, which I'm sure we'll get back. Legion, I'm pretty sure has gotten a significant amount higher since last time. I think I was at 8.3 or 8.4k. The patch adding 2 extra characters and just passively leveling some of my characters along the way, like my hero or my Dark Knight, has honestly helped a lot. I plan to hit 9k after I liberate, because 9k will definitely be a big boost to either my crit rate or just extra stats. So it all depends on what I want, to be honest. My crit rate is only at 6, so even if I were to invest into more crit rate over here, I don't know how beneficial it would be. I could also go for buff duration, but buff duration doesn't really help Cannoneer. See, if it did work with Pool Maker, then I would have gone for buff duration, but if Pool Maker drops a supply package, or if I pick up a supply package, the buff lasts for 20 seconds, but this isn't affected by buff duration. And if it was affected by buff duration, then I would be investing in buff duration more than I would be in crit rate. Because having an extra 30% damage up all the time is definitely very helpful. But yeah, familiars. Oh, that's the wrong tab. Familiars. It's all the same here. The same 30 boss, 35 boss, 30 IED. I don't think I'm ever going to touch familiars on this character ever again. Considering that they have regeneration as well for party members. ×2. I really don't think I need to touch these. And it also balances out my ratio. So when I fully buff up, my IED goes to 97 and my boss goes to pretty much the low 400s. So I don't think anything needs to be done in that regard. In terms of my hyper stats, I've got 2 points left over. Everything's pretty much at 13, except for IED. I think crit damage and boss damage are just much better to invest into. And damage as well, rather than just IED. Obviously, the standard 4 points into attack. I have a little invested into strength, but that's because I couldn't put my points anywhere. I'm just min-max whatever damage I can, at least for the time being. But yeah, and then nodes. Nodes is still pretty much the same thing. I do have a maxed Urda Nova now, because obviously Urda Nova is busted. I usually have a Fatal Strike and character building just on hand all the time. Maxed will, level 13 Urda Shower. I'm in the process of leveling this up, but to be honest, Urda Fountain, even in this, like in its current state, does more than enough. This summon is actually very, very strong. Level 1 Rope Lift, to be honest, I hardly use Rope Lift. I just hold it for when I'm farming. I couldn't care less about the all-stat. It's such an insignificant difference. I also have a different set of nodes that I'm trying to work on for farming, so that Anchor does more damage for the coming regions in the future. Because obviously if Anchor does more damage, then it'll be able to clear a platform by itself, which means that I have an extra summon on top of, you know, Urda Fountain and Monkey Militia clearing more platforms for me, which just makes farming a lot lazier, which is, you know, I enjoy lazy farming, if I were to be completely honest. But yeah, and then in terms of my inventory, I don't know if I had these rings before from the last update, but I started doing Oz. I have level 3 of both the jackpot rings. So eventually these need to go to level 4. But I'm very happy that I do have them. And then in terms of drop gear, I have this ring. Just your standard hybrid. Nothing really interesting here. Reinforced Golix earrings. Eventually I need to get these to superior. This is kind of a grief, especially considering that I have a superior earring here with a very good flame. This is just a lot more damage when farming, because I'm pretty sure I unequip the 3 set when I'm farming, which is like really bad. But yeah, so reinforced earring, standard hybrid. Black Bean Mark, a hybrid with 9% strength. I'm probably just gonna get this thing to 20 stars and it'll do me justice for a very long time. I do need to build up some spares though. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of just been dropping all of my Black Bean Marks, but it's not super high priority where I need to like just focus on it for right now, or, you know, pay attention to it. Sweetwater Tattoo, hybrid with strength. What I might do is I might star this up to 20 or 21 stars. Once again, just for extra damage when farming, because I do have a lot of spare Commerci Denaros in my coin pouch. Yeah, so I have almost 12 spares of Sweetwater Tattoos that I can just star to attempt, you know, getting this thing up at least a reasonable amount. Double drop ring, standard just event ring. The stats are obviously a little low, but you know, what can you do? I don't think it's necessarily awful. It's just not great. Hybrid over here. I might replace this ring with a Dawn Guardian Angel ring. Considering that I've got quite a few spares, I might try to star one of these to 20 or 21 stars. And replace it with this ring over here and make this a hybrid so that I can get a lot more damage when farming. Greed Pendant with double drop. Fairly standard endgame drop pendant. And then a Superior Galax Pendant with 2-line strength and 1-line drop. The reason why this isn't a hybrid or why this isn't 2-line drop is because I'm already maxed out on Meso and drop with all of my other equips. So all this needs is 1 line of drop and we're done. But yeah, in terms of this pendant, obviously just plan to push this up a little more, nothing crazy. But that's pretty much it. I don't think there's anything else I can cover. If you guys want to see what my range goes up to fully buffed, I can showcase that as well. Just for the flex and nothing else. So assuming that I use all my standard buffs. Well, I can't get Pool Maker, but fully buffed, our range goes to around 200 mil. Yeah, I'd say I'm quite strong. Not to toot my own horn, but yeah, that's pretty much gonna be it for this showcase. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. And remember to like, comment, and sub, or I will literally eat your mesos faster than Star Forcing does. Thanks.